And now to the oil spill.
Yeah, beaches and harbors from Huntington Beach to Dana Point are now closed. And there are questions tonight about when the pipeline and the pipeline company knew about the spill and when they first told anyone about it. Oil spill started over the weekend 4 miles offshore. Oil has been spotted along the coastline from Huntington Beach to Dana Point and continues to drift south. It may travel as far as the Mexican border.
Well, here is what we know right now. The Coast Guard investigating if a ship's anchor may have struck the underwater pipeline. Skimming boats are out right now trying to clean up more than 144,000 gallons of oil. Beaches from Huntington all the way down to Laguna could be closed for weeks or maybe even months. Federal authorities have launched a possible criminal investigation into the massive spill, and we have live team coverage tonight, starting with KCAL 9's Sarah Donchi with the latest on the investigation and the cleanup effort. Sarah.
Well, first, Susie, the weather has deteriorated a lot over the last 30 minutes, and more on how that affects things in just a moment. But for now, the LA Times is reporting tonight that the state did not receive the first reports of this possible oil spill as early as 10 o'clock on Friday night. Now, that's starkly different from when the pipeline company reported it 10 hours later. And now, as you mentioned, an investigation has been opened. A massive oil spill off the coast of Orange County is now under investigation by the Coast Guard, and the disagreement over how it started and who is to blame is heating up.
At this point, it is a criminal investigation.
The CEO of Amplify Energy says a ship may have dragged its anchor over one of its pipelines, sending tens of thousands of gallons of oil spewing into the ocean a few miles off the coast of Huntington Beach.
That is one of the distinct possibilities, yes.
But other local officials say they aren't ready to make that conclusion, while the Coast Guard, the Department of Transportation, and the company itself try to figure out what happened. Some local officials, including Orange County DA Todd Spitzer, have been emphatic that Amplify stay out of the investigation.
They shouldn't be able to go anywhere near that pipeline. They are biased, they're self-interested, and they're going to do everything they can to try to reduce their damages.
Orange County Supervisor Katrina Foley and Congressman Mike Levin flew along the coastline in a helicopter Monday and said there were some encouraging signs of progress.
I felt positive about the fact that the oil is not rushing towards the shore. We didn't see big clumps of oil near the shore.
Know that it's going to continue moving south. We hope that it moves away from the coast as opposed to towards the coast.
Local beaches have been closed, but some have ignored the warnings and gotten into the water anyway. Foley said they'd had reports of surfers with rashes and irritated skin. Huntington State Beach is also closed, and while the cleanup efforts continue, no one was sure when local beaches would reopen to the public. Oil has seeped into all three marshes in Huntington Beach, but some interventions seem to be working.
What they also did is boomed off all of the bridges that feed saltwater into our other two marshes, so it minimized the amount of oil that went into the other marshes.
And a glimmer of positive news, the California Department of Fish and Wildlife and other local wildlife groups say that so far the impacts have not been as devastating as they anticipated.
In our initial assessment of the area, the number of birds in the general area seems to be lower than we had feared.
And the Wetlands and Wildlife Care Center in Huntington Beach estimates they've treated about a dozen birds. One worker told me she expected thousands. So let's talk about the weather. For the last hour or so, we've seen a lot of lightning, some very strong winds. Rain was not a problem earlier in the day, but lightning certainly was. They said they had to postpone the cleanup efforts because of lightning, and they'll have to keep their eye on the weather as the cleanup efforts move forward. Reporting live in Huntington Beach, I'm Sarah Donchi, KCAL 9 News.
Sarah, thank you.